guess this episode I'm gonna give y'all a little update on the Amazon save for later that I still haven't finished. From the time spent from the last video to this video has only been about 10 minutes, and I got a really big dent in the things that I have saved for later.
Commencing transformation.
I've been busy, I'm not gonna lie. Really busy. My beautiful big red-headed went from like 150 something items down to like 33. I'm gonna give a little bit of an update on Infinite Mast3rpiece. Honestly, I'm running out of things to talk about. I could talk about how I need to clean my room again. First things first. Actually, did I do that before the intro? The whole Amazon cart thing? I can't remember. Long story short, I'll refresh just in case I didn't, which I think I did. I don't know. I'm tired. My Amazon save for later has been knocked down from like 150 items down to 33. Okay, next. Little update on Infinite Mast3rpiece is I've been trying to work hard to get everything in the proper color spaces. What do I mean by color spaces? There's two different kinds of color spaces, and depending on what you're printing on, so if you're printing on cotton, then you want to do something in the CMYK color space, and if you are doing anything other than cotton, then it is okay for you to use the regular red, green, and blue color space. Well, I ended up ordering some more stuff from my supplier as samples for Infinite Mast3rpiece, and the colors were still wrong. They kept trying to tell me, look, you need to do CMYK over RGB, but they were basically saying, you know, you need to do CMYK and then you need to save it as the sRGB color space. And I'm like, how does that make any bit of sense? There's literally no sense in what you just said. And after enough research into it, I was actually able to figure out how to do it. So most of my designs now I do through Canva. And I found a tutorial on how to save the color space as a sRGB design. So basically, it's not just using through Canva. I have to save it as a PDF in Canva in the color space of the color that I want to use for the branding. And then I have to turn around and take that to an external service and convert the PDF format photo into a PNG, which when I do it in the PNG, then it turns around and it saves it as the sRGB color space. So I've been trying to get everything back up fully and completely. And as of right now, so for the collections, what I have now up is Legendary Freedom, put on the full armor, which is a nice little like full armor of God kind of thing that I found. Tried looking for it everywhere. Nobody seems to sell it, so I went with it. I redid Royalty in that same color space of the CMYK, and I completely redid Warrior. Now, the difference between the Warrior that came out in 2021 compared to the Warrior now, it only comes in one set of colors. It's just one design. It's not multiple colors. I just didn't want to have to go through the process of painstakingly going back through and changing the colors, because with Canva, it's not like Photoshop, so you can't go in and manipulate certain parts of a logo or certain parts of a photo to change the color. You have to completely start over from scratch, and you have to build each item to the color that you want it. And honestly, maybe in the future I'll bring back the original Warrior, but I'm not working on that right now. I got too much stuff going on. I also ended up getting most of the Worthmore up by the time this video is up. It probably all be back up in the original colors, because all it was text, and I had to save the text as CMYK and, you know, go through that whole process. I have a special thing called God's Children. It's basically God's Children Are Not For Sale, which you would have to go on there and read it and to know, look at it. I had plans for next weekend, but the plans have been canceled. By the time y'all see this video, it'll probably already be past that weekend. So I'll probably end up working on Infinite Mast3rpiece again next weekend, even though I need to do my I need to get to a stopping point with Infinite Mast3rpiece. There's only so much I can do, so much I can add, that I don't know. It's hard to explain. I just want to give people a way to give them a lot of things that they can look into and buy depending on who they are as a person. I have a whole stack full of Xbox games down here, and I keep telling myself, you need to take a break, you need to spend a whole entire weekend playing nothing but video games, and it doesn't always work out that way. I'm gonna pull up the pull on the full armor t-shirt and a hoodie right quick so y'all can see it. So basically this is what it is. It's got this cool little design of a warrior, and then it has the different things of the full armor of God with Ephesians 6:10 down there. And then on the back I have I think it's the marine sand Infinite Mast3rpiece legend on the back. Should have put it on the arm, but in the end, put it where I put it. The price of this shirt is going to stay the same. So I don't know if y'all can see that, but I'm doing a little partnership deal with my supplier, the company that fulfills my orders, to where it drops down my overall pricing for everything that they charge me. So the shirt itself, I think, is like $9 for the materials and whatnot, and another $5 or $6 for the back print that I showed y'all. But in the end, after everything, I'm probably only going to be walking away with like $5 or $6 on a shirt. So as I've said before, like, like with any business, it's one of those things where I'm not gonna get the full amount that you're paying for it. But you have to look at it this way. I'm not housing any of the shirts. I'm not housing any of the ink that gets printed on these shirts. I'm not having to put in the labor of making the shirt. So in the end, what they charge me is, you know, it's worth it. As long as it comes out right. I don't want people to get a shitty ass product delivered to their doorstep, because then I have to deal with you, the customer, which it's not a bad thing that I have to deal with you. Basically all I would have to get is a picture of the design, which, you know, if it comes messed up, I can get it reprinted for free, reshipped out. However, if you do not read the care instructions on said shirt or hoodie of any of the items, a refund, and the company is not going to the company isn't going to refund anything. They're not going to reprint anything. And a lot of people, I don't know why, but like to dry their clothes on high. Well, you know, for the last 2 or 3 years of my life, I've legit been drying all of my stuff on low, tumble dry low. And if you look at any of the care instructions on any shirt that you wear, every last one of them, 9 times out of 10, is gonna say tumble dry on low. Or, you know, in this case, because of the print, I think it specifically says something about washing it in cold water on a gentle cycle, which I wash all of my clothes in cold water. I don't wear anything white, so I don't have to wash anything in hot water. I think that's been a problem with some of my stuff in the past, is I washed it in warm water. And sometimes people like to do my clothes for me, and you know, I've told everybody time and time again, do not dry my clothes on high, and somehow or another my shit still gets dried on high. I've told my mother multiple times, because she put my clothes in the dryer, and I'm like, oh, well, are those my clothes? And she's like, yeah, I put them in there for you. And I'm like, okay, is it on high? Oh, no, it's not on high. I go in there and it's on high. So I straight up told her, if you're not gonna dry it on the setting that I told you to dry it on, don't touch my clothes. Leave them in the washer. Or take them out of the washer, put them on top of the dryer, and wash the things that you need to wash, and then I'll come in there and get them and handle it myself, because I'm tired of buying clothes, because stuff either shrinks or stuff like the print just comes right off the shirt. The next video I'm going to announce something else. I don't have enough time to announce it right now, but most of the shirts are $25, most of the hoodies are $50, most of the hats are, I think, between $24 and $28. But yeah, I'm working on some great things. So as always, Facebook watch, like and follow the page if you haven't already. Comment, react, share the video. YouTube, like, subscribe, hit that bell notification icon, change the notification to all. You'll be notified 30 minutes before I post a new video. And it's JF, and then I'm out.